My dear students, how are you all? I hope all of you are fine. Alhamdulillah, I am also fine. This is Ghulam Mustafa, lecturer, Department of Mathematics, Milestone College. Welcome to today's virtual class. Today I am going to discuss Higher Mathematics Chapter 2, which is Algebraic Expression. According to our lesson plan, today's class arranged by CQ and MCQ. Let's start. Dear students, this is question number 14 from chapter 2. The question is, here see that two polynomial are given. First polynomial p of x and second polynomial q of x are given. By using these two polynomial, we have to solve these three questions. Now, first one, the question is determine the degree of the quotient q of x divided by p of x. Okay, so at first we have to know about degree. What is degree? Degree is the highest power of variable of polynomial. Okay, so in the first polynomial p of x, here see that highest power of variable is 3 x cube. That means degree of p of x is 3. And then again in second polynomial, here see that degree of q of x is 4 because highest power of variable is 4. So write down the polynomial of p of x. So degree of p of x equal to 3 and degree of q of x equal to 4. But we have to identify the degree of the quotient qx by p of x. So we can write degree of q of x divided by p of x. So it's maintain a formula degree of q of x minus degree of p of x. So write down here degree of q of x minus degree of p of x. This is the rule to identify the quotient of degree of quotient of q of x divided by p of x. So the formula is degree of q of x minus the degree of p of x. So degree of q of x is 4 and degree of p of x is 3 equal to 4 minus 3, that means 1. So degree of q of x by p of x is 1. This is our required answer. I hope everybody clear. Now second question. The question is, if 3x plus 2 is a factor of polynomial p of x, then find the value of b. That means we have to identify the value of b from the polynomial p of x, where 3x plus 2 is a factor of this polynomial. So at first write down the given polynomial p of x. So follow the solution to at first write down the given polynomial p of x. So given, we can write given p of x. The polynomial is 18x cube plus bx square minus x minus 2. Okay, so also another information here given, 3x plus 2 is a factor of this polynomial. So write down 3x plus 2 is a factor of p of x, that means polynomial of x. So we can write here, see that if 3x plus 2 is a factor of p of x, so we can say that we can imagine 3x plus 2 equal to 0. So by simple calculation we can find the value of x. So we can write 3x equal to minus 2, or we can get x equal to minus 2 by 3. So this is the value of x minus 2 by 3, where 3x plus 2 is a factor. Okay, so by using inverse factor formula, by using inverse factor theorem, we can say that p of minus 2 by the value of my x is minus 2 by 3. So we can write p of minus 2 by 3 is equal to 0 according to the inverse factor theorem. Okay, so just putting the value of x in the polynomial p of x replaced by minus 2 by 3. Okay, so we can get in this polynomial replace the value of x by minus 2 by 3. So we can get 18 x cube. So value of x is minus 2 by 3. So minus 2 by 3 cube and then plus bx square. So b into x square, value of x is replaced by minus 2 by 3. So minus 2 by 3 square and then minus x, the value of x is minus 2 by 3. So minus 2 by 3 and then minus 2, write down here minus 2. Okay, erase this part. Okay, and then equal to 0. So by simple calculation we can get, here see that, or we can write 18 minus cube. So the sign minus will be sign minus. So minus unchanged into 2 cube 8 and then 3 cube 27 and then minus square. So the sign will be plus. So plus and plus, plus b into 2 square 4 and 3 square 9 and then minus and minus plus 2 by 3 and then minus 2 equal to 0. Or we can write minus 18 and 27. 18 and 27 divide by, both divide by 9. So 9 into 3, that means 27. 9 into 2, that means 18. So 2 into 8, that means 16 divided by 3 plus b into 4. So we can write 4b divided by 9 plus 2 by 3 and then minus 2 equal to 0. Okay. Now here see that 3 in every denominator, the term is 3, 9, 3 and then here denominator of 2 is 1. So the LCM of 3, 9, 3 and 1 is 9. So write down here the LCM 9 and right hand side is 0. So 3, 9 divided by 3, that means 3. So minus 16 into 3 minus 48 and then plus 9 by 9 1. So 4b and then 9 divided by 3. So 3 into 2, that means 6 and then minus 2 into 9. So 18. So we can write by simple calculation, here see that the in numerator the simple calculation we can get 4b minus 60 divided by 9 equal to 0. Also we can write 9 into 0 by cross multiplication, 9 into 0, that means 0. So 4b minus 60 equal to 0. Okay. So next part calculation we can write 4b equal to 60. Also 60 divided by 4. So we can write b equal to 15. This is our required solution. The value of b is 15. So I hope everybody clear. Now third question. The question is express this fraction as a partial fraction. Okay. So to express this fraction as a partial fraction, firstly we have to factorize this polynomial q of x. So at first write down the given polynomial of q of x. So for 3, at first write down given the polynomial q of x. So the polynomial is qx equal to 4x to the power 4 plus 12x cube plus 7x square minus 3x and then minus 2. So to factorize this polynomial, firstly we have to identify the value for which value this polynomial will be 0. Okay. So we can easily find the value by using calculator for which value this polynomial will be 0. So at first take a calculator and write down the polynomial in your calculator. Here see that, follow me. So at first write down the 4x to the power 4. So 4 and then x. So alpha and then x is here, x, alpha x to the power 4. So power 4 and then plus 12x, write down here 12 and then x, alpha x and then plus and then cube. So here use to cube this and then plus 7x square. So plus 7x square. So alpha x and then square, alpha x square, 7x square and then minus 3x. So minus 3 and then x. So press the key alpha and then x, x is here. So minus 3x and then minus 2. So minus 2. Okay. So this is the polynomial of q of x. I already written in my calculator. Okay. So press here the key calc. Here see that this is the key of calc, CALC. Click this key. Okay. Here see that in your calculator x question mark. That means you can easily put the value, different value for x here. Okay, so x is question mark here, so you can putting this value for different value of x. So if you put in polynomial x is value 1, so the value, polynomial value is 18. Okay, so again, but we need to value total polynomial value is 0. Okay, again calc this key, calc. So again use the value for x minus 1. So write down minus 1 in your calculator and equal. Here see that the value is 0. That means if you put for value x equal to minus 1, then the polynomial value will be 0. So see that we can write for value of minus 1, that means we can write q minus 1 equal to 4 minus 1 to the power 4 plus 12 minus 1 cube plus 7 minus 1 square minus 3 into minus 1 and then minus 2. So by using calculation, here see that minus 1 to the power 4, that means minus 1, plus 1, so 4 into plus 1, that means 4, and then plus 12 and minus 1 cube, that means minus, minus and minus, so minus 12, and then minus 1 square, so sign will be plus, so plus and plus, so plus 7, and then minus and minus, so plus 3 and then minus 2. So here see that minus 12 minus 2 minus 14, and then 4 plus 7 and 3 plus 14, so this is 0. That means we can write polynomial of q minus 1 equal to 0. So by using the factor theorem, we can say that x plus 1 is a factor of this polynomial q of x, because for value of x minus 1, the polynomial is 0, polynomial value is 0. That means we can say that x plus 1 is a factor of this polynomial. Okay, now we can easily factorize this polynomial. So follow the technique to factorize this. So write down the polynomial 4x to the power 4 plus 12 x cube plus 7 x square minus 3x and then minus 2. Okay, now skip the second line and in third line write down the factor 4 times, because here the highest power of x is 4, x to the power 4. So write down this factor 4 times in third line. So x plus 1, again write here x plus 1, again write x plus 1 and also write x plus 1. Okay, now to get 4x to the power 4, in first factor we have to multiply 4x cube. Here see that to get 4x to the power 4, we have to multiply in first factor by 4x cube. 4x cube into x, that means 4x to the power 4. So multiply by 4x cube first factor. So 4x to the power 4 and then 4x cube into 1, when write plus 4x cube. Okay, but in first line here see that 12, total 12x cube, but here we get 4x cube. So to balance we can add 8x cube. So 8x cube plus 4x cube, that means 12x cube. So now to get 8x cube in from second factor, we have to multiply, here see that 8x square plus 8x square, because 8x square into x, that means 8x cube. Okay, and then plus 8x square into 1, that means 8x square. But in first line here see that 7x square, so we have to subtract minus x square. So 8x square minus x square, that means 7x square. So now to get minus x square, we have to multiply in third factor by minus x. Here see that minus x into x, that means minus x square, minus x into x, that means minus x square. Now minus x into 1, that means minus 1. But in first line total minus 3x, so now we have to subtract minus 2x, that means minus 2x and minus x, minus 3x. Okay, now to get minus 2x in last factor, we have to multiply by minus 2. So minus 2 into x, minus 2x, minus 2 into 1, so minus 2. Okay, now here see that in third line common factor is x plus 1 and x plus 1. So write down here common factor x plus 1. Okay, and then rest term, here see that 4x cube in first term plus in second term 8x square rest part, and in third term rest part only minus x, and in last term minus 2. Okay, so x plus 1 you can get common from second part. Here see that first two term we can get common 2x square, 4x square. So write down the common 4x square. So rest term 4 and 4 common x square, so rest x and then plus 2. Okay, and then next two term we can get common minus 1. So rest term x plus 2. Okay, so here see that common factor x plus 2 and x plus 2. Okay, now in this first term, first factor is x plus 1, and then in this second part common factor x plus 2. So write down x plus 2, and then next part here see that 4x square, write down here 4x square, and then minus 1. So this is the total factor of this polynomial. Now by calculation we already got the factor form of qx is equal x plus 1, x plus 2, and then 4x square minus 1. Okay, but we have to express this fraction as a partial fraction. So now write the fraction from the given question. Here see that 8x square minus 2 divided by q of x. Now write down, putting the value of fraction form of q of x is x plus 1, x plus 2, and 4x square minus 1. So x plus 1, x plus 2, and then 4x square minus 1. In numerator here see that 8x square minus 2 we can get common 2. So that 8x square, if we common 2 then 4x square, 4x, we common 2 4x square and then minus 1. So in numerator and denominator common factor 4x square minus 1 and 4x square minus 1 cancel. So now rest term x plus 1 into x plus 2, and then in numerator here 2. So now we have to express this fraction as a partial fraction. We have to express this fraction as a partial fraction. So now follow the technique. The technique is, at first let this fraction 2 divided by, here see that here 2 factor x plus 1 and x plus 2. So for this 2 factor, so write down here the identity of, for this 2 factor, for first factor write a unknown value a, and the first factor is x plus 1, and then for another factor write another unknown value b in numerator, and then next factor is x plus 2. Okay, mark this as identity 1. Okay, now in identity 1, if we multiply both sides by x plus 1 and x plus 2, then there will be, here see that if we multiply x plus 1 into x plus 2, so both x plus 1 and x plus 2 are cancelled, so here only 2 are exist. And then identity of a into, if we multiply first part x plus 1 into x plus 2, then x plus 1 and x plus 1 cancel, and then a into x plus 2, and then plus, if we multiply in second term by x plus 1 into x plus 2, then x plus 2 and x plus 2 cancel, then b into x plus 1. Mark this as identity 2. Okay, now here see that in a multiply factor x plus 2 and in b multiplying the factor x plus 1. So here if we imagine x plus 2 equal to 0, then x equal to minus 2, and then for second factor here see that in b the another factor is multiply x plus 1. Again if imagine x plus 1 equal to 0, then x equal to minus 1. So first time if we input the value of x is minus 2, then we will get easily value of b. Okay, and then in second time if we use the value of x equal to minus 1, then we will got easily the value of a. Okay, we will get the value of a easily if we x equal to minus 1. So now follow the process. At first putting the value, now putting x equal to minus 2 in 1 in 2. So we will get here, see that 2 equal a into minus 2 plus 2 plus b into minus 2 plus 1. So here see that 2 equal a into 0. So minus 2 plus 2, that means 0. So a vanish, a into 0, that means a vanish. Therefore b minus 2 plus 1, that means minus 1. So minus b, therefore minus b. So we can say that b equal minus 2. Okay, the value of b equal minus 2. Now again, if we put the value of x equal to minus 1 for this factor, imagine x plus 1 equal to 0, so x equal to minus 1. So again putting the value x equal to minus 1 in identity 2. Okay, so we will get 2 equal a into minus 1 plus 2 and then plus b into minus 1 plus 1. Okay, so by calculation here, see that minus 1 plus 2, that means only 1 a, that means a 2, and then plus b into minus 1 and plus 1, that means 0. So b vanish, that means a equal to 2. Therefore the value of a equal 2. So here see that the value of b equal to minus 2 and the value of a equal to 2. So now putting these two value in identity of 1, then we will get our partial fraction form. Okay, so now putting this, the value of a and b in identity 1. Now from 1, now we can write, now from 1, putting the value of a and b, so we can write 2 divided by x plus 1 into x plus 2 equal a, the value of a is 2 and the denominator is x plus 1 here, and then the value of b is minus 1 here. See that the value of b is minus 2. So value of b is minus 2. So write down the value minus 2 and then plus. So minus and plus minus. So you can write minus 2 divided by x plus 2. This is the partial form of this fraction. Okay, this is the partial form of this given fraction. I hope everybody clear. This is our required answer. Dear students, now MCQ part. Here see that first MCQ question. The question is, if x minus 5 is a factor of this polynomial, then what is the value of a? Okay, so x minus 5 is a factor of this polynomial. So let the polynomial p of x is this x cube minus ax square and then minus 9x minus 5. So by using the factor theorem, we can say that if x minus 5 is a factor of this polynomial, so we can say that p of 5 equal to 0. Okay, so now in this polynomial, replace the value of x by 5. So we can say that x cube, that means 5 cube minus a into x square. So a into 5 square, that is 25a, and then minus 9 into 5, 45, and then minus 5 equal to 0. So by simple calculation, we can get 5 cube, that means 125 minus 25a minus 45 minus 5, that means minus 50 equal to 0. So we can say that 125 minus 50, that means 75 minus 25a equal to 0. Therefore 25a equal to 75, that means a equal to 3. Therefore our required answer is 3. Next MCQ, the question is, what is the remainder when the polynomial p of x is divided by x minus 1? That means we have to identify the remainder of this polynomial when this is divided by x minus 1. So we can easily find out our remainder by using remainder theorem. if this polynomial is divided by x minus 1, so we can say that x minus 1 equal to 0, so x equal to 1. So our remainder will be p of 1. Okay, just replace the value of x by 1. So we can say that 36 into 1 square and then minus 8 into 1, okay, and plus 5. So by simple calculation, 36 minus 8 and then plus 5 equal to 33. So our required solution is 33, option C. Next MCQ. The question is, what is the degree of the polynomial p of x equal 3x cube plus 2x square minus 7x plus 8? We have to identify the degree of this polynomial. We already know the degree of polynomial is the highest power or highest exponent of a variable of this polynomial. So here see that in this polynomial the highest power of variable x is 3. So the degree of this polynomial is 3. Our required answer, option C. Question 4. The question is, which one of the following is symmetric? So at first we have to know what is symmetric. Okay, symmetric is in any expression if you interchange any two variable in its, if this expression remain unchanged, this is called symmetric. So in this question, by checking all the option, we can easily find our required solution. Okay, now first option, here see that the expression a square plus b plus c. So if we interchange any two variable, what will be happen? Here see that if we replace a to b and b to a, that means the expression will be b square plus a plus c. So here see that these two expression not similar, that means changed by interchanging two variable. So this is not symmetric. Now option B, here see that if we interchanged x to y, y to x, what will be happen? Here see that yx plus xz, x to y and y to x plus zy. So now by rearranging we can write xy plus zx plus yz, and also we can write xy plus yz plus zx. So here see that this expression and this expression similar. So by interchanging two variable, these two expression are similar, that means unchanged. So this is symmetric expression. Okay, so in option C, if you interchange any two variable, that means b to c, then this expression will be changed. Also here, if you in option D, if you interchange any two variable, that means x to y, then this expression will be changed. So our required answer, option B. I hope all of you clear. 5. The question is, which one is the factor of this polynomial? Okay, so we have to identify following which option or which one is the factor of this polynomial. Okay, so at first write down the polynomial p of x is x cube plus 2x square minus 5x minus 6. Let the polynomial is p of x. Here see that we know the factor theorem. If x minus 4 is a polynomial factor of this polynomial, so p of 4 must be 0. If x minus 1 is a polynomial factor of this polynomial, so p of 1 equal to 0. If x plus 2 is a factor of this polynomial, so p of minus 2 equal to 0. If x plus 3 is a factor of this polynomial, so p of minus 3 will be 0. So following which one is right? Okay, by using calculator we can easily find out our solution. So follow this. At first by using calculator, write here the polynomial. So x cube alpha and then x is here, x cube. Okay, then plus 2x square plus 2x square alpha x and then square, and then minus 5x alpha, and this is x minus 5x and then minus 6. Okay, so here see that this is the polynomial. Now click the calc key, calc. Okay, here see that x is question mark. So for first option use the value here x equal to 4. So for first option, so the polynomial value is 70. So this is not x minus 4 is not a factor. Again for the second option b x equal to -1, so putting the value x equal to 1, again use calc and then value x equal to 1, use 1, so -8, so also b, option b is not a factor. Again for option c, x plus 2, so use the value of x equal to -2, so again click the option calc and then the value, put the value of x equal to -2, and here see that 4, the polynomial value is 4, so this is also not a factor. Again use click the calc key and then for the third last option x plus 3, use the value of x equal to -3, so x equal to, for -3, here see that equal, so 0, that means last option is the factor of this polynomial. So by checking here see that p of -3, that means -3 cube plus 2 into -3 square minus 5 into -3 and -6. So here see that -3 cube, that means -27, -3 square 9 and 2, that means 18, minus and minus plus 5 into 3 15 and -6. So here see that -27 and -6, that means -33, plus 18 plus 15, that means plus 33. So -33 and plus 33, 0. That means our required answer is last option D, x plus 3 is a factor of this polynomial. Dear students, if you face any difficulty in this lecture, you may ask me question anytime, or you may contact to your subject teacher. Stay home and stay safe. Allah Hafiz.